All right. Good morning, everyone on the live stream.
Morning.
Sorry, we're getting prepared this morning. A little late on the live stream, but don't worry. Got all sorts of cool stuff to get to today. In the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to do a new edition of Chicks on Dudes with Mac, who's in the studio right now.
Been a minute.
We'll also talk about some a-hole moves. We found like a top 10 list of a-hole moves that we'll go over. We'll play some Are You Smarter Than My Friend trivia for some hockey tickets, and we'll kick off here in 6-ish minutes with our question of the day. Morning, Sean. What's up, man? Ooh, Sean is up and at 'em with a positive energy. I love it.
Yeah, he is. Morning.
Morning. So we'll get into all that stuff on the show today. We'll also get into top fives later here closer to the 8 o'clock hour as well, just for our stream-only people. Got some great stories to get to with our question of the day, which is, what ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? Sean, I'm sure you have a story that you could share with us. Morning, Elaine. Morning. Thanks for joining us once again. We're currently playing some AC/DC on Rock 106.1. Then we got Evanescence, and we're on the air for the first time today.
I've got 3 examples for question of the day.
Oh, perfect. Choose the best one, and we'll talk about it on the second break. Morning, Wanda.
This one didn't happen in public.
What's that?
This one didn't happen in public.
Okay.
Can I still talk about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure. Morning, guys. Morning. Yeah, just trying to wake up. I took a slightly extra long nap yesterday. I don't really set an alarm when I take a nap. It's just, I just figure I'll wake up after an hour-ish.
You can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, I know I usually do. Every single time, I just wake up somewhere around the hour mark, and I took longer than that. So I feel good.
That's good. I have not gotten a nap in the past 2 days.
Well, you do work a regular job. You actually shouldn't have time for a nap.
This is not true.
Yes, it is. I'm woken up, Andrew. I'm woken up. I don't know if I'm still smart enough to say, difficult words, but, I'm slightly woken up.
Woke.
Woke, baby.
We're woke.
I've gotten through episode 8 of Cobra Kai as of last night.
It's good for you.
And I watched episode 9 of Dexter. So,
the new season?
Yeah, the new season, New Blood.
How is that going?
It's actually really good. I mean,
Okay,
it's
good.
it's making up for how bad the last couple seasons of the regular Dexter run was. But yeah, last night was just more salad because I'm a salad boy, and ate salad for lunch, salad for dinner. So I just did some salad yesterday and just watched Dexter and Cobra Kai literally the entire night.
Sounds like a good time, Marshall.
I like to party. You know me.
I did trivia last night.
How was trivia? A lot of people there?
Didn't think we were going to get a lot of teams, and then they all start piling in at the very last minute, as they always do.
Yeah.
We had about 8 teams.
Nice. Morning, Holly. How are you? So I went up to the new studios we're building out currently.
Mm-hmm.
They are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I went yesterday.
Yeah,
It was very nice.
they're coming along really nice, guys. Can't wait to show off the new studios once they are a little bit more completed. We're putting together all the electronics now. Desks are built, but they're putting together electronics in the building, boards and microphones and stuff. So I think I'm guessing pretty close to the end of this month will be the first broadcast from up there, and I think it's going to be me. I think
Look at you.
I'll be the very first broadcast in the building inside the new studios.
Are you excited or are you nervous?
Neither really. Actually, I think I
Okay.
have to press less buttons.
Nice.
I have to press less buttons to actually go on the air and do our job.
That's
So
less work for you.
I love that. Yeah, morning, everyone. Morning. Once again, we're inside our question of the day here in less than 2 minutes. What ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? I know you all got stories. Holly, I know you see all sorts of crazy people all the time. If you got a story, feel free to share it with us here on the live chat. Or you can text us as well if that's more convenient for you guys. 1-800-394-1061. Feel free to shoot us a text. But we'll get into our question of the day, and then right after that, we'll jump into trivia where we'll have you guys text in, and we'll play for one of you to win some hockey tickets today. Savannah Hockey Classic is actually next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And before we jump on here, I'm going to be out for like the next 3 Saturdays at different things. So if you guys want to come out and say hi, I'll be at the Chatham Parkway Toyota this coming Saturday, broadcasting with our sister station, Bob 106.9 from 11 to 1. On Saturday, January 15th, I'm going to be at Southbound Brewing Company for their Let's Get Saucy competition, which is a wing sauce competition. I've judged it many times before, but I'm happy to be back this year. And then the following weekend, Coastal Empire Wrestling. I think it's called New Year's Beatings.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, it's the professional wrestling league around here. They're having a show at Coastal Empire Brewing Company. That's going to be the following weekend, which I think is the 22nd. Hold on. Yeah, 22nd. I'll be out there as well. So if you get bored, want to come hang out, I'll be at those 3 venues the next 3 Saturdays.
That Let's Get Saucy thing, have you ever had a really bad sauce?
Yes.
For real?
Yeah, I'll talk about it here in a second. We'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends Show this morning. My friend joining me in studio and on the live stream is midday host Mac of Bob 106.9. Mac, thanks for being my friend.
You're very welcome.
All right, so make sure you guys are jumping on the live stream right now because we do live stream the morning show every single weekday from 7 until 9. You see what happens in between the breaks on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends Show and make sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. You can also listen to the show in other ways as well. If you download the app, which is free, you can take us everywhere you go via the Apple app or Google Play Store. Get us on your in-home smart speaker or listen live at rock1061.com. It is now time to jump into the question of the day. What ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? Now, I'm sure everyone has a story, but this story I've been holding on to, and I think I may have briefly mentioned it on the live stream once before, but I used to work in Las Vegas. I worked for a group of radio stations there, and I worked in promotions. Everyone kind of does multiple jobs in radio. I was on air. I was working in promotions, but I was working a premiere of like the 4th or 5th Harry Potter film.
Okay.
And we had tickets, and it was like a private screening, but we had tickets to give out, and we gave them out at like live events with our radio station. Well, we had a coworker who was an uber Harry Potter fan,
right?
Like to the 10th degree, would wear like Harry Potter shirts to work, would constantly talk about it. And she was so excited about this film. Well, she never asked to like get tickets or be on a guest list of any sort. She just assumed. And that makes, a bad situation. So she actually walked into the screening. She wasn't like in the theater. She was in like the lobby of the movie theater we were in Vegas.
Right.
And she walked up to us, and we're like, hey, we didn't know you'd be here. She's like, yeah, I'm here to see the film. And she had her boyfriend in tow, and she was a really nice girl for the most part, but she just assumed that she had tickets. We're like, hey, we don't have tickets for you. This thing is sold out. Every single seat. This is Harry Potter. This isn't some like random Bruce Willis movie. I mean, this is Harry freaking Potter.
This isn't Die Hard 12.
Yeah, and her name, I'll throw out her name just first. Megan.
Okay.
Her name was Megan. Meg. Sometimes is what we call her.
Sure.
Well, she got very upset at us. And she kind of like, she didn't break down in tears, but like she started like doing that angry shake.
Like a temper tantrum?
Yeah, like if it was getting close to temper tantrum, I'm like, I can't talk to you anymore because you're a crazy person. Like I've never seen her do this before. Now there was a studio rep right next to us, and she started talking to her. Well, after the studio rep said, I'm so sorry, absolutely not. We have no seats. She drops the C-bomb at her. I mean,
no.
like octave 12 calls her the C word. Dead silence. And we're in the Palms Hotel and Casino. I mean, which is a massive place.
Oh.
Like the place was quiet. Like it felt like the music that was playing overhead stopped, and everyone just looked around, and we're like, and like even at that point, security heard it from like a half a mile away, and they ran over, and they're like, "You got to go." So kind of a ridiculous, weird situation. The next day at work, she was written up, and then within 6 months, she quit her job. But
I'd be embarrassed.
Harry Potter and the C word spelled doom for a former coworker of mine.
That's the new title of the next movie.
Exactly. Harry Potter and the C word of doom. All right, guys. Once again, our question of the day is, what ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? Hopefully they aren't Harry Potter inspired quite like mine. Well, we got some great comments here on our Facebook page. Let's jump to Troy's real quick. He said, I've been working in banking for years, and I've had several rich people straight up cut the line, no matter how long it was.
I've seen that happen a couple of places.
You have?
Yeah.
How do you know? How do you have an eyeball for rich people?
No,
I guess all girls do, right?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not a gold digger.
You don't know that, not yet.
Well.
Maybe your future husband. Arlene also chimed in on our Facebook page as well. Said they demanded a refund on their Walmart stuff when I managed a Walgreens because they were already at my Walgreens and they were pretty much the same company. I explained they weren't, but she said, well, it sounds the same, almost spelled the same. That was a rough job for me.
That's not entitled. That's stupid. Absolutely stupid.
Walgreens and Walmart, pretty much the same thing when they wanted a refund. Good Lord. All
That's
right.
a negative.
Yeah. All right, guys. Once again, our question of the day is, what ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? Share your stories with us. You could do so on the live stream by dumping it into the chats, or you can text us your story as well. 1-800-394-1061. We'll get to more of your stories here in just a little bit. Right now, the latest from the Foo Fighters off their album Medicine at Midnight. This is Love Dies Young on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. All right.
Sean said she called her a see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. She called her straight up a see you next Tuesday.
That's funny. I'm going to accumulate some of these.
Yeah, take any of the stories that you want to share, and then we'll do it here on this next break. Once again, guys, our question of the day is, what ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? Megan dropping the C-bomb at a Harry Potter screening. Absolutely incredible.
Oof.
After our question of the day, we're currently playing Foo Fighters. We'll get into some commercials, then we'll come back with our second half of the question of the day. After that, we'll get into our trivia game for some hockey classic tickets. I just saw yesterday, and I can't wait to see, especially Mac, with you being a member of Bob 106.9. So Riley Green, which is a country artist, it's the very first show happening at the brand new EnMarket Arena. And that's going to happen next Thursday, right? It's Thursday, I think. Yeah. Or no, wait, is it Friday?
It's Friday.
You're right. It's Friday. So Riley Green is playing the very first show ever at the brand new EnMarket Arena.
Mm-hmm.
The parking lots are not done. They're not going to be done until May, is what the city has said.
Yikes.
So parking is going to be a big time issue. Now, yesterday, I read that for the Morgan Wallen show, which is sold out, they are going to be requiring masks for all attendees to wear their masks during the show. I am just waiting for the huge blowback from the country audience on how they're not going to wear a mask and want a refund on their tickets.
I'm legit going to be scared if I'm there because there's going to be multiple fights that break out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm legit scared for my life.
At a Morgan Wallen show.
At a Morgan Wallen show.
Andrew goes, did you expect any less from Savannah? Of course, stuff is not finished. Yeah, man. It's sort of ridiculous, Andrew. Not only that, it's like it's not finished. Like if they were like, oh, it's not going to be finished till like February or like a couple weeks, they literally said May. It's like 5 months. Like, sort of ridiculous. Sort of ridiculous. Like I get it. Apparently, it's hard to get certain materials to finish building this thing out, but
Sure.
it's everyone's problem.
Have you seen it in person? Like, have you looked at it?
The EnMarket Arena?
Yes.
I mean, I've driven kind of by it, like driving on the highway there,
Mhm.
getting into downtown. No, but I think I'm going down there either late this week or early next week because I'm going to do a little walkthrough, and I think I was going to bring our buddy Jake Thompson of Bob 106.9 with me so we can get a kind of an idea. Because we're actually going to be set up on the plaza. There's like a little plaza area before you walk in, and we're actually going to be with Bob 106.9 for the Riley Green show with like the truck and the tent. We're going to be giving away like last second tickets and stuff. But no, I haven't. I'm very excited to check out the arena for the first time, and I'll be going there 30 plus times because I'm a Savannah Ghost Pirates season ticket holder.
Oh,
So
look at you.
I know I'm fancy AF, baby.
Yep. Absolutely. I'm so jealous.
Chris goes, but it's been on schedule and on budget this whole time. No, it hasn't.
Mm.
No, it's so funny. I was talking to another member. I won't say member of the Horde, but I was talking to a fan of the radio station of Rock 106.1, and he flat out told me, he's like, there's no way that this thing is going to be completed and like up and running on time.
No. So is there a guarantee that they are not canceling shows? They're not canceling shows?
I don't believe they're
postponing?
canceling shows. The only show that
Okay.
I've seen canceled is Trevor Noah. He's the comedian that was supposed to be there in late January.
I got you.
Morning, Greg. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Greg?
Yes, Mac is here.
I'm back.
I don't have a special guest for Friday's show. I guess I should figure that out. Huh?
Probably.
Yeah.
Should have Jake Thompson in again.
Well, we had someone recommended that I just bring A-Dub on for the show on Friday.
That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
I love A-Dub, but I think he would just drop so many F-bombs. He has quite the potty mouth. People just don't know that.
He does. You know, he was he's still in the process of getting stuff moved to their new home.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also upstairs getting a lot of stuff done. He's very loose with that F word. Oh, it's quite funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, A-Dub's he's inventive with the ways he cusses. It's pretty good.
Very funny.
Sean says lots of bots in the chat lately. Yeah, I don't know, man.
2022.
Hey, as long as they're up in our daily minutes, I'm cool with it.
Greg has a point.
A-Dub is famous for all sorts of potty things. Yes, he is. Legit.
Ew. Spray.
Ew. So I got talking to A-Dub yesterday. So the great search of the replacement of the Rock 106.1 morning show host, I believe, begins here in the next week or two. So
Nice.
looking at stuff. And then hopefully, so the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day are back-to-back days this year. Did you know that?
Nope.
So because they added an extra week for the Super Bowl, or for the regular NFL season, they pushed the Super Bowl back a week. Therefore, it's literally Super Bowl Sunday and Valentine's Day are going to be back-to-back from now on, which is a hellscape, I think, for a lot of relationships. But, yeah, so with that being said, I think hopefully maybe we can get a new person in here and have a new-ish morning show set to go sometime right after Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not officially official?
No, that's not officially official,
Okay.
but like that's like hopes. This is the segment of the live stream where Marshall hopes and dreams about things. Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
All right, guys. Once again, if you got any stories for us to share, our question of the day is: what ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? If you got a story for us, feel free to drop it into the stream. You can also text us. What kind of drugs is Charles taking over there?
Prednisone. He said prednisone, miracle drug.
Oh.
I say that every time I take it. I'm like a new man today.
So do you have any good stories over there that we share? I saw people drop in a couple stories over there.
I liked Rhett's. Chris put one in here too.
Let me read Chris's real quick.
Right here.
That's pretty funny. All right, so for this next break, we're into commercials right now. Then we'll be back with the second half of our question of the day. Let's kick off with yours. I'll do one, and then do you want to wrap up on one of those?
Absolutely. I had a similar story to Chris's. And you were there to witness it. That guy pulled up on a bike, was asking me.
Oh, yeah.
Marshall thought it was best he wait before he leaves the parking lot.
I was trying to make sure Mac wasn't abducted from the parking lot.
Well, was it not after daylight? It was at nighttime, correct? Or it was in the evening?
It was like in the later. It was in the later part of the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was just me and you in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I could have gotten abducted.
I really couldn't have that, like.
And I wouldn't even know because I couldn't understand what he was saying.
I couldn't leave that, like, on my conscience where if I just left and, like, the next day they're like, Mac's gone. And then, like, a week later, like, yeah, Mac was murdered. Like, I was like, well, if I would have just sat around and made sure Mac got into her car and lived, I couldn't, like, probably live with myself. Well, I could. Totally. Just, I would have forgot about you so quickly.
I was going to be on one of those shows on the ID channel, and it was going to be your fault.
You were going to be on the back of a milk carton, and I ruined that moment for you, and I'm so sorry.
What is this, the 40s? Is it the 40s? long time ago.
I'm just saying, I just couldn't do that. I mean, I couldn't let you get murdered in front of me, and you're welcome that I saved your life.
Thank you, and Mama Margaret appreciates it, too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. Bless her soul.
Well, she's still alive, isn't she?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't say rest in peace. I said bless her soul. Still bless somebody's soul while they're alive.
Okay, Jesus. I didn't know. Usually when you bless someone's soul, they're dead.
Well,
because usually you would bless the person because the soul's inside of them.
Of their shoe?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know how souls work. Charles, thanks for that story, buddy. We appreciate it. Rhett goes, LOL, I ruined your abduction. I'm sorry.
Huh.
Who would have thought it would have gone that way? So, Mac, I noticed that you have a new water bottle, and it's super fancy. You used to carry around a water jug. Are you done with the jug?
No, I just didn't feel like filling it up.
Is that because you'd have to get a garden hose to actually do it?
Exactly. And I'm in between places right now, and they don't have a garden hose. So.
Okay. What does your shirt mean? It says pivot 3 times. What is that?
It's a Friends reference.
Oh, okay.
Have you,
no,
surely you've seen something of the sort of one of the characters moving a couch up the stairs, and he gets it stuck up the stairs, and he's telling the others to pivot. Pivot.
Yep, totally.
I'll watch it.
Totally seen that.
I did not get this for Christmas. I bought this with my own hard-earned money. Don't make fun of my shirt.
I'm not making fun of your shirt. I just didn't know what it meant.
Okay. Yeah, it does say pivot 3 times.
Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour today, we're going to get to, once again, Chicks on Dudes, another edition of that. That's just after 8 o'clock. And then we'll get into the top 10 a-hole moves. According to BuzzFeed, they put together a list of the top a-hole moves. So I thought we could go over the top 10 and kind of pontificate on if they're truly necessary of a top 10 landing spot.
Do they poll people, like an amount of people? To get
I believe
answers?
they do. Yeah, usually they do. I guess I didn't really look into that exact.
No, that's for everything, though. I was just wondering.
Charles says, by the way, good morning, Mac. Hair looks lovely today. Hair game's on point.
Thanks. Haven't watched it in 3 days.
You should do that more often.
I know.
Obviously.
I do that.
You do?
I do that. But it's usually up in a bun at this point.
All right, guys, got 3 minutes before we jump back on with the second half of our question of the day. What ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? Okay, so you're going to kick off. I'll do a quick reset. You'll kick off. I'm going to do two. That's so good. I mean, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do. I'll do one or two, and then you'll wrap up with whichever one you think is the best / funniest. Yeah, from the stream. Sorry, I have all chicks stories left, but Jennifer and Lauren are two short ones that I could kind of combine, or I could do Amber, which is pretty funny as well. So,
Hold please.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. Oh.
So tonight, I'm going to watch a film with my wife.
What film?
My wife. So there is a Nicolas Cage movie that came out about, 5-6 months ago, called Prisoners of the Ghostland.
Mm.
And he plays like a bounty hunter who is taken out of jail and strapped to a leather bomb suit. So there's a bomb on like each one of his arms and his junk and his head. And he has to find a girl within 5 days, or this like sheriff will blow him up. But if he finds the girl, he'll get out of jail forever.
It sounds like a Western porn.
It kind of is. It's weird. It's called Prisoners of the Ghostland, and I've been wanting to watch it, and I'm totally watching it tonight with my wife, and I'm very, very excited about it.
I can't stand Nicolas Cage.
What?
Or Tom Cruise.
What do you mean you can't
don't
stand
like either
Nicolas
one of them.
Cage?
I don't like either one of them.
That's blasphemy, Mac. Are you
It's
kidding
not.
me? Ridiculous. Marshall, you see Stacy went down memory lane on her Facebook. Yes, I did. We're going to talk about that. Stacy's on the show tomorrow, so we're going to talk about her karate pictures. But don't ruin it.
Yeah.
We got into a conversation yesterday where Stacy shared with us that she's actually a black belt.
Yeah,
You know that?
I saw the proof.
She's a 3rd-degree black belt.
Yes.
We'll get into that tomorrow. We got 20 seconds, guys. We'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friend Show this morning. Today, my friend in studio, midday host at Bob 106.9. That's the country music station, talking about Mac joining me. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thanks for being my friend.
You're welcome.
And we are currently on the live stream as we live stream the show every single morning, so you can hang with us in between breaks and see how, well, the radio thing kind of works and see what inappropriate comments we can make, which are quite a few. We do that each and every weekday from 7 to 9 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search The Marshall and Friends Show. All right, we currently talking about our question of the day. What ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? I talked about my former coworker who was a Harry Potter fan who dropped the C-bomb because she couldn't get into a screening. But I know you've got a story for us, Mac.
I do. So this isn't necessarily a public kind of situation. So a former friend of mine, she's maybe 3 or 4 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And this was maybe the second time I'd been at her new place. And I happened to have clogged the toilet. So I said, "Hey, where's your plunger?" What do you mean? You know, the thing that you unclog your toilet with?
Yeah.
What is a plunger? She says. I says, have you never had to unclog a toilet before? She's like, no.
Was she a vegan?
No. You're in your 20s and you're telling me you've never, A, clogged a toilet, or B, never used a plunger in your life?
How did you So
A is not true. Everybody has clogged up a toilet in their life. Every single one of you.
So more importantly, when's the last time you clogged a toilet?
Oh, it was about a month ago.
Wait. So
I'm not ashamed to say it.
okay, when's it? Well, how did you get out of this situation? Like, what happened?
We had to go to the dollar store down the road and get a plunger.
Yeah.
And I had to plunge the toilet. And I said, now you come in here. I'll show you how to unclog a toilet. No, it's fine. No, you need to know these things.
Wait, you made your friend go into the bathroom and watch you plunge your poop out of her toilet?
Yeah, it wasn't poop. It was just too much toilet paper. I'd be honest about it.
Oh my, there was something else in there. Wow. Well, our question of the day is, what ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? That was just ridiculous. That was just ridiculous that your friend never owned a plunger.
And has never clogged the toilet, apparently.
All right.
Or have you and just left it there?
Yeah.
How rude.
Yeah.
Very entitled.
Don't do that. All right, let's jump into our Facebook page. We actually got a story from Amber here. She said, my husband was doing a financial planning consultation for a guy who made $150,000 a year before bonuses that were about $20,000 or $30,000 a year, and complained that he was going to have to save and pay for his two boys' college funds because they are white and aren't athletic, so they won't get any scholarships. Yeah.
Against your own children? Against your own children?
Yeah. Could you imagine this guy? He's like, he's complaining because he has to pay for his children's college, let alone he's absolutely just bombing them because they're unathletic little.
Well.
Yep. Yeah, those guys there. All right, Mac, let's wrap up our question of the day. What ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public? I think you have a story from our stream, right?
Yes. Chris from the stream said, years ago, I was approached downtown by someone asking for directions.
Okay.
They were speaking Spanish, and language barrier was a little too much for both of us. The man asked me why I didn't speak Spanish, and he was angry at me because they couldn't understand me.
Why don't you speak Spanish? How did he even understand that?
I think it was a setup.
I understand certain words. Queso.
Hola.
What's the bathroom? Bueno. Buono.
Baño.
El baño. I got that. I got that going for me.
Not bueno.
Buenos, thank you, right?
No bueno.
No bueno. Oh,
no good.
Yeah. Obviously, we don't speak Spanish either. Please don't ask us for directions. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining in and with your stories for what ridiculously entitled things have you heard people say or seen them do in public. If you have stories you want to share, please hit us up on the text line. We'll share more of them here in just a few minutes on the live stream, which we are doing right now. Coming up here in just a few minutes, though, we're going to hook you guys up with some tickets to go check out the EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic. We'll give you details on how you can win those coming up in a bit on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. Here's the Glorious Sons. All right, we will come back on after this song. So we got about 3 minutes. We'll come back on. It'll just mostly be me talking about how people can win, and then we'll go to break.
Cool.
So.
Charles shared that in his sinus infection downtime, he watched the new Matrix. He was not impressed at all. It just seemed rushed and unfinished. And, that's not the first time I've heard that about the new one.
People, it's very divided on this new Matrix film. I thought it was okay. It was a little long, and the fight scenes didn't hold a candle to any of the fight scenes previously from the other three films. So I don't know what they were trying to do. Like, they could continue with it. Like, it 100% can be continued now that they kind of reset the story from the original trilogy. But I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth watching. But maybe they'll put out another film, and you'll have to watch it. So I don't know. Greg says, so Mac did A-dub. My whole world just changed. Oh, so Mac did an A-dub. Yeah. She clogs toilets apparently a lot more than I do.
At least I know how to plunge a toilet.
She does.
Morning. I don't need no man.
Morning, Jeff. How's it going, man? Juana said, damn, finally thought of one. Had a homeless guy ask for money and food. Offered me our fish and chips. He said, nah. Oh, offered him fish and chips. He said, nah, I only want a hamburger. Maybe he's got like a weird dietary restriction. He'd be out there clogging toilets.
That's about like how you see all these people holding up a sign, I need help. Mm-hmm. But it's right outside of a Taco Bell that's hiring. that says, now hiring.
Are you a person that gives money to like homeless people on the corner?
No. Have I done it? Yes.
Yeah, I've done it, but I have not done it in quite some time.
Yeah.
I always feel very awkward
frugal.
when they walk by my car with the sign. And I try not to, I don't want to create eye contact because then they'll come close. So I have to either look straight ahead or I'll like look down at my phone real quick because I'm sitting in traffic or at the light, you know?
Sunglasses.
Yeah, but it's very awkward.
Sunglasses.
Morning, MK Ultraman. How you doing? Tony says if the first film rebooted with the woman as the one this time. Yeah, that's kind of how that is.
I think I watched the first Matrix, and that was it. I was a wee child.
The next two films just like fast forward to the fight scenes because they're incredible. Other than that, I think you're good. All right, guys, we'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends Show today. Don't forget, tons of ways to listen to the show. Just because you're hopping in and out of the car or doing whatever you're doing this morning, you don't have to stop listening. You can also download the app for free. It's there for you. Just search Rock 106.1 at the Apple app or Google Play stores. Get us on your in-home smart speaker or listen live at rock1061.com. Hang with us each and every morning. We're very, very needy and want your love. Well, speaking of your love, we're willing to sort of buy it right now, if that's okay. We want to hook someone up with a pair of tickets to the EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic. This is going down next weekend. It's Friday and Saturday at the Savannah Civic Center. And these four teams are playing for the Thrasher Cup: Georgia Tech, Florida State, and the University of Georgia and Florida. The Thrasher Cup is the trophy they give out each year to the best hockey team for this tournament. Now, this didn't happen last year because of the Coco. So I'm ready to get back into the Civic Center and watch some hockey because it's going to be a good primer for the Savannah Ghost Pirates season that's going to start in October this year in the brand new EnMarket Arena. So here's what you need to do to win yourself a pair of tickets to go check out the Saturday edition of the EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic. Text us your first name and a number between 1 and 7. This is how many questions you think Mac is going to get right this morning with Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia. Mac, how smart are you feeling this morning?
3 out of 5.
Okay, 3-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. Well, there is 3 multiple choice questions, just so you know, too. Does that
that's
number
good.
change? Does that number change for you?
I like that. Maybe 3.5 out of 5.
All right. Well, go ahead and text us 1-800-394-1061. Your first name and then a number of how many you think Mac is going to get right. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be exact because we're going to give you a number on each side of your guess. So if you guess 4, you'll also get the numbers 3 and 5. So you get like a 3-number range on how many you think Mac will get right this morning. If you're within that range, you win the tickets. We'll be right back with Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia right here on Rock 106.1. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Andrew thinks you're going to get 2.
27.
Oh, Liquid's just playing it up.
You've lost your marbles.
Good seeing you, Liquid. Hey, buddy. Tony says, unpopular opinion, the Wachowski brothers turned all their major films to Wachowski sisters' female-empowered films. Yeah, it seems like that with kind of this Matrix one, a little bit, right? Although Trinity was barely in this film. It was mostly just Neo.
I'm going to see Spider-Man for the 3rd time this weekend.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
Like on purpose?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen... I've seen a movie, like the same movie twice in a movie theater. I've never seen it more than that.
So I went the Sunday of the weekend it came out, and then I went with Mom while I was out back home. And then I'm going this weekend because one of my current roommates has not seen it, so we're going to go with her. I'm really excited. It was so good.
So you love the new Spider-Man film?
Yes.
It's
it was
not even a question.
So good.
Andrew, don't spoil it.
That was a jerk move. But like the best part of it.
Yeah, this weekend, I don't really have much going on. This weekend, I just have the live broadcast I'm doing with Bob 106.9
Yeah.
over at Chatham Parkway Toyota. That happens once again Saturday, starting at 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of, I have to kind of like mow the yard. Like the yard's getting to that point where it has a bunch of weeds and stuff in it, and it's getting a little bit high, and I have not mowed it in like the last 2 months.
You should probably do that.
Yeah, I think I mowed it last in November. I think
Yeesh.
November was the last time that it got a fresh cut. So I think I'm going to do that this weekend.
Isn't this the first time that Chatham Parkway Toyota, they've had two remotes back to back? Like they've had one Saturday, and then they have another one next Saturday. Because I'll be at that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird.
Because I haven't really paid attention.
Very weird.
It's just whatever's on the calendar.
Okay. Yeah, Willem Dafoe. He has not changed whatsoever. But another character in that movie, whoa. Father Time was, he doesn't look bad, but I mean, compared to the last time we saw him, yeah.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe in the new Spider-Man film, that's not a spoiler at all. He's obviously shown in the trailers. He is fantastic in the movie. We know who makes the money around their movie going is pricey. Actually, I actually went and I think I saw the matinee of Spider-Man back when it came out. It was $9 per person.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
And I don't make a lot of money, okay? I just don't have a life. I don't have a husband, and I don't have kids. And I'm currently not paying rent, so I got a few extra bucks.
Yeah, you're living the life right now.
Sure.
Charles says, we watched The Road Warrior 3 times in a row back when it came out. There weren't much into checking the theaters back then. Jesus.
Have you ever been to a drive-in movie theater?
I actually have never been
Really?
to a drive-in.
I
Not
went
that I remember.
one time when I was a kid, and that was to see Twister.
All right. I guess that was a good movie to watch.
Look, I had no control over it. I guess my parents didn't have a babysitter, so they stuck their kids in the back of the Volvo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've never. I don't think I've ever been to a drive-in. There wasn't one close to me while growing up that I remember. I know there's the. Oh my gosh, what's the drive-in right next to us in Beaufort? Highway 21. Highway 21.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I know there's the Highway 21 drive-in movie theater around here, but I've never been to another movie. I've never been to a drive-in movie theater.
I wouldn't go right now to see like a new movie. Like maybe if it was like a throwback movie. Like if they had Twister on there. That was a good movie at the drive-in.
Didn't fuel you with anxiety because a Twister could literally come by
I was
and grab
paying
your
no
car?
attention. I was how old?
You didn't have anxiety as a child?
No, life was good. I want to go back.
Mm-hmm. I know you do. You act like a small child most days.
I do. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Uh-huh. All right, guys, we're about 7 minutes away from coming back on the air. We're going to play some Are You Smarter Than My Friend trivia. If you have not already, feel free to chime in on the text line, 1-800-394-1061, with your first name and a number between 1 and 7 on how many questions you think Mac is going to get right.
Yeah. Sorry in advance.
Charles says, I'm old. I've been to hundreds of movies at the drive-ins. Yeah, even like my first film experience was inside like a movie theater in Pekin, Illinois. So
Look at you and your entitled self.
yeah, totally entitled.
Add that to the list. Drive-in movie theaters. What is that? Oh my gosh.
I mean, especially now at day and age, I'm surprised like drive-ins are even
Still
able.
happening?
I'm still, they're even to operate. Because I mean, a lot of people aren't even going to traditional movie theaters anymore.
It's really sad.
Everyone's just, stealing stuff at their houses. Not saying that I don't steal stuff, because I do sometimes, but a lot of the stuff I don't really steal any movies anymore.
I feel like eventually everything's gonna be on streaming. Like it'll be in the movie, like how HBO Max is doing with some movies.
Well, they're doing a new policy where it's like 45 days. So Like the new Batman film they announced, like the Batman, which comes out in March, will be on HBO Max 45 days later. So if you wait the 45 days, that's cool. If not, you got to go check it out in a movie theater. And with like those big like caliber films, I'm going to the movie theater to watch. Like
Right.
the Batman, I want to see on the largest screen possible with the best sound. Like I want to go over to like Pooler, to the IMAX theater, to the other theater, and go watch a movie there because there's just something different about going in and giving something your undivided attention.
Right.
Like a great film, which you hope is what you're watching. A great film, like
Especially
that.
on IMAX.
Yeah, because if you're at home and you're watching movies, the dogs are barking, the phone's ringing, you got all sorts of other stuff happening. You don't want to deal with that stuff. You're looking at your phone because you're like, oh, this is a boring part of the film. Like in a movie theater, everyone has that knowledge base to not screw it up.
Yeah, I hope you're
Annoy
going
you.
to see like a big name movie, not like Barney the Reunion on IMAX. My inner child.
MK Ultra says they were popping up a lot in Illinois during COVID. They have inflatable screens now. Set them up in a parking lot and go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Inflatable screens.
Yeah. So actually, one of the cool things, I was down. I was in Richmond Hill. What was I doing? Oh, it was a Navy Federal Credit Union family night, and they did it one year, a couple years ago, where they like popped up a giant movie screen in JF Gregory Park, and they showed like Frozen or something like that. They showed like a kids movie.
Yeah.
And they had a big night where they gave away a bunch of stuff. And I was out there doing a live broadcast. And I mean, it was a gigantic screen with like really great sound. It was a very cool event. But it's cool they're able to just like pop those up. Von Rent. I'm guessing this person just wants to talk about his love of Rent,
Sure.
the film.
Sure.
Or play.
Rent is a very good movie. I've always wanted to see it on Broadway, though.
Have you been in New York before?
Mm-hmm.
My wife won't
Once.
let me do certain things. She's very controlling. She won't let me go to any P.F. Chang's because she worked as one and said it's garbage and not worth it. So every time we are in another city that has a P.F. Chang's, I always point it out to her. I'm like, oh, it'd be a real shame if we went to P.F. Chang's today.
What an asshole move of you.
Thank you. And then also, straight up does not ever want to go to New York. So like I can never go to Broadway. I can never go to Times Square. I can just she won't let me go to New York. So
How come?
she hates it.
I
She's been
see-
there. She's been there before, and she utterly hates New York. So P.F. Chang's in New York. Those are the things that my very controlling wife won't let me do.
So the next time I see her, say, P.F. Chang's. And she'll say, no.
She hates it. She hates. I guess she worked there for like a year of her life, and she just hates P.F. Chang's. Sean goes, we have P.F. Chang's. Come up when it's warmer. I can't. I literally can't. It's so funny. The other night, last weekend, we were in Jacksonville. Last Saturday, and I went to go. We went to go to IKEA because we love IKEA, and by that I mean she loves IKEA. But they have a P.F. Chang's, and I was like, we're like looking for spots to go have dinner, and I'm like, P.F. Chang's, and she goes, let's go. Let's just do it. And I was like, nope, I don't want to hear it. It's the whole time you'll complain.
That's funny.
And just so you know, if we ever do go to a P.F. Chang's, I am going to talk it up like no matter how good or bad it is, P.F. Chang's is going to be the best meal I've ever had in my life.
I've never had a P.F. Chang's. I've been to a Panda Express, and I wasn't impressed with their express of the panda.
Panda Express is all right. You got to get the honey walnut shrimp.
I think the whole finding out that my boyfriend at the time was cheating on me as I'm sitting at Panda Express.
Oh,
Kinda
that's
did
what
it
ruined it for
too.
you. Like he didn't cheat with the girl that worked at Panda Express.
No.
Yeah.
He cheated on me with the girl at the jail that he worked with.
You dated a jail security guard?
Mm-mm. Sheriff's deputy.
Oh, okay. Because the
And
only other option
she
was you dated a guy in jail.
Well, technically I did, but he worked for the jail.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And she was a jail nurse.
Mm. That was
Bunch of history of Mac back here.
There's a bunch of history.
Mhm.
All right, guys. I got about 30 seconds or so coming back on with Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia? Speaking of, I need to get my stopwatch set here.
I'm cold.
I could tell.
It ain't never cold in here. Cold in here yesterday.
Thanks for breaking out that accent. All right, guys. We'll be right back with trivia. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning with Mac as my special friend and guest in studio. Good morning, Mac.
What do you mean by special?
Well, you're just special. You're special to me.
Special? Or
No. You're just special to me.
Okay, thank you.
You may also be the other thing.
Eh.
Anyway, we live stream the show each and every weekday from 7 to 9, so make sure to hang out with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends show. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. We are playing Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia today. Mac, we're going to put you to task, 7 questions, 60 seconds. You played this game before, and today you're going to play it for listener Chris. Chris guessed that you were going to get 4 right today. So you are trying to shoot in between 3, at least 3, no more than 5. So Chris can win tickets to the EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic, which is happening next weekend. If you can get in between that number range of 3 and 5, you are going to get him a pair of tickets to the Saturday edition of the Hockey Classic.
I'm so sorry in advance.
All right, so 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. There are 3 multiple choice questions. I'll let you know when those happen, and the first question is multiple choice.
Cool.
So here we go. How many people helped direct the 2019 season of The Mandalorian? Was it 1, 5, or 7?
Pass.
Question number 2. What type of animal flew to space in the U.S. V-2 rocket launched in 1949?
A monkey.
That is correct. Question number 3. What 1970s film came from a Pink Floyd tune?
Pass.
Question number 4, multiple choice. What sport was Arthur Ashe associated with? Tennis or ping pong?
Ping pong.
That is incorrect. Question number 5. Which U.S. naval base did Japan attack in the 1941 to declare war on the Allies?
Pass.
Question number 6. How many soldiers were set out to find Private Ryan?
Pass.
Question number 7. How many constellations are there in the sky? Multiple choice, 44, 46, or 48?
46.
That is incorrect. Your first pass question, which is question number 1, multiple choice. How many people helped direct the 2019 season of The Mandalorian? 1, 5, or 7?
5.
That is correct. And question number 3, what 1970s film came from a Pink Floyd tune?
Pass.
Your time is up, Mac. Hold on. 1, 2. Oh, no, Mac. You only got 2 right today.
I'm not surprised, Marshall, and I'm sorry, Chris.
You passed your way to defeat.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Well, let's go over correct answers real quick. How many people helped direct the 2019 season of The Mandalorian? You got that one right. That was 5. Question number 2, what type of animal flew to space in the U.S. V-2 rocket launched in 1949? That was a monkey. Question number 3, the 1970s film came from a Pink Floyd tune. Which one? That was called The Wall. Pink Floyd's The Wall. Yeah, I know. What sport was Arthur Ashe associated with? That would be tennis. What U.S. naval base did Japan attack in 1941? Pearl Harbor.
Oh, okay.
Mac, Pearl Harbor.
I was bad at history.
Yes.
Still am.
Obviously are. How many soldiers were set out to find Private Ryan? That would be 8. And how many constellations are there in the sky? There are 48 traditional Western constellations. Sorry, Chris.
Sorry.
Today's obviously not your day.
I suck.
All right, we'll be right back. Top of the 8 o'clock hour. Another edition of Chicks on Dudes, answering your questions that you may be a little too nervous to ask the other sex. We'll get to those here, top of the 8 o'clock hour on the Marshall and Friends show. It's Rock 106.1. Mac, 2?
Stop passing and just say an answer. Okay. I'll remember that next time. Yellow.
Screaming. Yellow.
Tree.
Pearl Harbor. How do you miss Pearl Harbor?
I don't know.
Pearl Harbor.
I don't know, Marshall. I don't know.
Like, I immediately, as soon as you were like, you passed the first one, I was like, okay, fine. You said monkey on the second one. I'm like, no, without a doubt, you're getting this. Without a doubt, you're getting this. Then you missed the wall. You passed on, or you got tennis or ping pong wrong. You passed on Pearl Harbor. You passed on Private Ryan, and then you got the constellations wrong. Wow, Mac. Wow.
I'm not smart, Marshall.
No, you are smart. You just
No, I'm not.
you somehow killed trivia today. Oh man.
At least I got 2.
You did get 2. All right, guys. Well, coming up here in the 8 o'clock hour, like I said, we're going to get into some Chicks on Dudes questions. After that, we'll go over this top 10 list of the most annoying things that jerks do. A-hole moves. So we'll talk about that here in just a little bit.
A-hole moves, yelling at me for only getting 2 right in trivia on the stream.
I'm sorry that I had higher expectations for you,
And
Matt.
you. Why are you yelling at me?
It's just I feel like your father.
I didn't try.
I'm not.
Yes, I did.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I don't like pressure. Maybe if it wasn't like if I wasn't on a timer, I would have actually thought about it and got it right.
So now you're blaming the amount of.
I'm not blaming anything but myself.
Okay. All right.
Go to your room after the show is over.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't have a room right now. I do, but it's not mine.
Her desk is literally, I'm touching it now. Like it's 6 inches away.
I'm talking about at the place that I live. I have a room, but it's not mine.
So wait, so you haven't moved into your new apartment yet?
No,
right?
I don't move in until the 27th. Technically the 28th. I get my keys on the 27th.
Okay, so you move into your new apartment on the 28th. So you're living with a friend right now?
2 friends, yes.
How's that going?
It's going. I haven't watched TV in 2 days.
Why haven't you watched TV in 2 days?
Because it's not my TV.
So do they have are you sleeping on the couch or do you have a room?
I brought my own air mattress.
And you're just sleeping like in the living room?
In a room. I mean, it's a spare bedroom.
Okay.
It's my bedroom, but it's not my bedroom.
So why don't you just set up your TV in there so you can...
Because it's in storage.
Oh, okay.
There's a TV in there.
And you just haven't watched TV?
I just haven't watched TV.
That's very not like you. You are the queen of watching TV.
Yeah.
You okay?
I could not go to sleep Sunday night because I think it's because, well, first of all, I just got home and I go back to work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a plunger. Thank you for asking. And it was in a place that I was not familiar with, so I had anxiety, so I could not go to sleep. And it's 12:30. I was like, okay, I'm just going to watch the new episode of Yellowstone that came out just last night.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good.
Everyone's talking about Yellowstone.
It's so good.
I've never seen an episode.
Well,
Ever. I don't know. I guess I'm just not really... I've seen some stuff on it. I just not for me.
it may not be for you.
I am excited because I think it's like the next few weeks, season 2 of The Righteous Gemstones begin. Have you ever seen The Righteous Gemstones? Danny McBride. They film it up in Charleston. But it's an HBO series with Danny McBride, who's like known for Eastbound and Down and a bunch of different comedy films.
Yep.
I'm very excited for that to start. John Goodman's in it.
Ozark is supposed to be part 1.
Oh, when is that coming out?
I think it's this month.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yesterday, they also announced, Elaine says, I haven't watched Yellowstone yet either. I heard it's really great, though.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Trace says, I love that show. Yesterday they announced the brand new PlayStation VR. Like they've made a new one. It's called PlayStation VR 2. My wife really wants it.
I really want a virtual reality thingy, and I don't play games.
Yeah, I think I
don't play games.
Glad you can throw out your crazy eyes there. I don't play games.
I don't play games.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to get the new PlayStation VR 2. I think it's going to be stupid expensive. Thank God I make $1,500 a show. Or I would not be able to afford it. That would be an issue in my household.
Sean, try it. Go try watch a couple episodes of Yellowstone.
Sean says, the president of my company asked if I watch Yellowstone. I said, no, I haven't. Then he continued to talk to me as if I knew anything he was talking about.
Hey, it's me. I do that.
Trace goes, the Cowboys remind you too much of the Cotter and his traitor self. Yes. 100%.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't like it.
Liquid said, "Oh, you got your PlayStation 5. Nice, dude. Congratulations. Thanks for joining the PlayStation 5 family."
You know what I'm going to get Jake for Christmas next year?
You're expecting Jake to be alive. Okay. That's very presumptuous of you.
Okay, there's that. Also, I'm getting him an actual TV cover to go on his TV because I stayed at Jake and Mel's house to cat sit while they were out of town for Christmas, right?
Right.
And that cover thing, it's what the TV came in. It's like a foil, and the cats or something has scratched a hole in it.
Oh.
It was a pain in the rear to get that thing on and off. So I'm getting them an actual TV cover that is made for that.
Very nice of you. Jake has a very large TV.
Very annoying. Yeah, and then I go back and look at my TV, and it looks like me.
You got a 75-inch TV. It's huge.
Compared to a 55-inch, it's gigantic.
Oh, my gosh, guys. Vic Pines just texted me. Good old Vic. He's alive, guys. I have not heard from him for forever. He says, "I'm going to have to pass, LOL. She would make a great race car driver. Oh, yeah. Happy New Year to you, bro." Okay. Happy New Year to Vic. We'll see if we can get him on the line. We'll see if we can get him to call in here soon.
Elaine, Jake has 2 cats that are total jerks, and he loves that TV more than anything in his life.
So I guess his cat's like pawed his television?
He doesn't want the cats to scratch it.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't want to either. Vic has like a 75-inch television. Or excuse me, Jake has a 75-inch television. It's massive.
I did enjoy watching my shows on it.
I bet you did. All right, coming up next in about 4 minutes, we're going to be diving into Chicks on Dudes. We'll do I'm
cold.
We'll do 1 or 2. Let me see. Let's do 1, and then we'll do 2 on the next break.
I was going to say.
Yeah, we'll do the first one, and then we'll go 2 and 3 on the second break. Greg goes, "Vic, I thought Vic moved to Austin." No, he did not. All right. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
If Vic just moved with Cotter to Austin, that'd be hilarious.
And Cotter calls you, he's like, "Dude, you'll never believe what happened today."
I think so. Cotter's on the. I think he's on the air there. If not, he's starting very soon to do the afternoon show on Sun Radio.
I saw something about that on Facebook.
Yeah. So he'll be back on the air. I don't know how much content he's going to be doing. He's not going to do. I don't think he's going to do the live stream, and I think he's just going to be like doing typical radio guy stuff, talking about local Austin stuff. But we'll see. I don't know. Good for him.
Oh, Sean said the cat in my house catches a Nerf dart if he goes onto any counter or surface he isn't allowed on. Well, see, these 2 cats are allowed on any surface except for the TV. They were knocking stuff like out of my purse onto the floor at night as I was sleeping.
Can you teach cats not to jump up on things? Isn't that their
spray the heck out of them? Yes. I asked Jake. I said, "Have you ever thought about spraying water?" He says, "No, George just loves it."
Good morning, Mama Margaret. Thanks for joining the live stream. All right, we're back on here in 2 minutes talking Chicks on Dudes.
Old. What'd you do to the air conditioner?
I didn't do anything. I'm actually, usually at this point of the show, it starts to get warm in here because the sun starts coming up. But It is an egregiously ugly day outside today.
That wasn't very nice.
What? It's just ugly outside. It is.
Is it supposed to rain today?
It is my first real-life girlfriend ugly outside, which is quite ugly. Is it supposed to rain today? I don't know. We got a minute and a half before we go back on, guys. Nope, there's no rain in the forecast.
Just ugly skies.
There's no rain in the forecast till next Monday.
It's ugly skies.
It's just one ugly bitch out there. Sorry, guys.
It's rather warm outside, too, compared to...
Yeah, this morning my vehicle wasn't completely frosted over. That was a nice surprise. 2 mornings ago, I had to go out and start my car for 10 minutes just to defrost it.
Really?
Disgusting, yeah.
I don't know about that life.
Now you got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to understand my pain.
That's right. I usually don't get up till 8.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Once again, less than a minute going back on the air here with our first questions from Chicks on Dudes. Second half, we'll get into a-hole moves, the top 10 a-hole moves according to BuzzFeed. In the 9 o'clock hour today, we'll talk about the EnMarket Golden Ticket. There's only a few days left to sign up for it. January 9th is the last day to sign up for it.
At 5 o'clock.
That's right. And then we'll get into some Marshall's Music News. Got stories on... What I got stories on? Oh, David Lee Roth and Nirvana. All right, guys, got 20 seconds. We'll be right back. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. My special friend in studio is Mac. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, we are going to get into another edition of Chicks on Dudes. These are questions that dudes have emailed or text into us that they don't feel very comfortable asking anyone else. So they're using this public forum to get the answers they need. And of course, if you feel uncomfortable and have a question you'd like to send us, feel free to do so. You can text us those questions, 1-800-394-1061. You can also email the show at kmshow@rock1061.com. All right, let's get into our first question, Mac, of Chicks on Dudes. Morning, chicks. What is the real reason for a woman's preference in taller men? I just don't get it. For what it's worth, I'm 5'8". So, Mac, explain in a very chick way why chicks love the taller dudes.
In my opinion, only my opinion.
Are you trying not to offend the short people by saying that?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm 5'6".
Okay.
5'8". It's not bad. My rule is that you either have to be the same height as me or taller. You can't be shorter. But my thing with the taller, I think most women, if they're looking for a serious relationship, they look, okay, so if he's tall, 50-50 chance my children are going to be tall too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it has a lot to do with the size of other things as well. Like if you're that tall, that
size of what?
You have, yeah. If you're a sizable height, you're a sizable.
Yeah, the whole wives' tale of the big shoe equals something else that's big, right?
Yeah, I've also heard the finger, between the thumb and the finger.
What? Explain that.
That apparently that's how long.
What? Is that so if you hold up your finger, do a finger gun, and for the dudes, that's how long it is?
Apparently, I don't know.
Wow. I don't think that's right.
But then again, I also hear about the long fingers. If you just have long fingers in general.
Is there a measurement that people need to know about?
I don't know. I think it's your own judgment of what is long.
It's all about your perspective, man.
It's your perspective on measurement. But.
Yeah, when it comes to when it comes to the chicks that like taller guys, I was very nervous growing up because my brother, he's 6'2". My dad was 6'3". I'm actually the shortest guy in my family. I'm right at 6 foot. I was very nervous about making it to that 6 foot mark because for guys growing up, I think 6 foot is what you want to be. Right. And I was 5'11.5" for a while. And I was
shy.
I was very nervous. I was very nervous if I was going to make it up to, but for some reason, I thought I'd be 6'2" because I was a big kid and my brother was a big kid. That was a very nervous moment in my life where I was I gotta at least be 6 foot because I was playing basketball at the time too, and obviously
you can't be short.
Obviously that didn't work. Muggsy Bogues, Spud Webb,
All right.
Just literally only
But
those
in
two
real
people.
life, Marshall, in real life.
Yeah, in real life. Yeah, sorry. So for Mr. 5'8" who chimed in, just get those lift platform shoes.
Yeah,
And
but personally, I think I don't want you looking at the angle of looking up at my chin because I currently am working on a double one, so I don't want you to see that.
double, that's being kind. There's like a triple one there. There's a little baby third one chin right there. And Mac's going to kill me. All right, guys, 2 more questions for Chicks on Dudes coming up here in just a second. Right now, the latest from Ghost. It's Hunter's Moon on Rock 106.1. Good morning. I'm going to die. There's a little baby third one there.
No, it's really there.
There's a little baby third one there. Here,
Mama, get him.
Can I draw little eyeballs and a little goatee on it? Hi, I'm Mac's third chin. I'm also tired and sleepy.
You're an a-hole. You're an a-hole.
Who's got some Taco Bell?
I wanted some Taco Bell yesterday.
Are you a very large, tall man? Don't bring me Panda Express. That orange chicken, I hate it.
Well, I gotta have a dude voice.
It's not a dude
on my
voice.
double chin.
It's a very
wee man voice.
That's the most female voice I have. Hey guys.
Okay.
Always bring a towel. Actually, it turns out my female voice is just Tally from South Park. Sorry about that. I did not think that was going to happen. All right, guys. 2 more questions for Chicks on Dudes coming up next.
Elaine said all the guys are going to be measuring against their fingers.
Like, hit myself in the face there. I never knew that. I didn't know that was a thing.
I learned that on Friends, like on the show Friends.
Would you say you've learned more from the TV show Friends than you actually did your mom growing up? Did you learn more life lessons? Are you only saying that because your mom's currently on the stream? Okay, just checking.
It probably is like, what is that, 75-25?
Oh, okay. You'll obviously learn to pivot 3 times.
3 times.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say? Oh, that song that we just went into.
Hunter's Moon by Ghost? Yeah, we're playing it right now. What's up?
Can I put out my personal opinion?
I would love to hear your personal opinion.
I don't like it.
Why not? Is it because it's too spooky?
No, it's kind of stupid.
Wow.
I say that because I produced the spot where it said featured in the new movie Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
So when you have that in the back of your mind and you hear the song and the lyrics, it's like, So now I see Michael Myers on a stage with smoke coming out and singing the song.
That would be I would love to see that music video. If that music video was available, that would be incredible.
It's a good idea.
You know, they're filming the 3rd Halloween movie here in Savannah.
I heard that.
There's a good chance you see Michael Myers in Savannah.
Yeah, I heard that.
There's also I can't talk about that.
Nope.
But I'm very excited about the new Halloween film.
Sure.
100%.
Need to make sure I'm at work every
day. Andrew goes, true, Lane. All the guys are going to be measuring their fingers now. Andrew goes, now I'm curious. I'll update you all tomorrow. You know what just happened? Andrew just measured it, and it was actually, it turned out to be a lot smaller than his fingers. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll update you tomorrow. Awkward, Andrew.
day. My elbows are very dry.
Is that like code for something?
No, they're literally dry.
My elbows are dry.
Screw you. I can't help it. This is a voice I was blessed with.
Blessed with is an interesting word. Well, tomorrow on the show, guys, we do have Stacey Scott coming in from Hot 98.3 once again. We will be diving into her karate black belt world. Just a heads up there. Friday, I don't have a special guest yet, but I am figuring that out. And once again, I will be out a lot this month. So if you're wanting to get out and about and go check out some events, I am going to be broadcasting live at a car dealership, which I know is not the most exciting thing, but I'll be out there with Bob 106.9 broadcasting starting at 11 a.m. this Saturday at Chatham Parkway, Toyota 7 Park and Commerce Way. Then on the 15th, I'm going to be out at the Let's Get Saucy Wing Sauce competition at Southbound. That's from 3 to 6. And then on Saturday the 22nd, I'll be out at Coastal Empire Wrestling. Just be kind of hanging out, throwing out some swag from 6 until 8 at Coastal Empire Brewing Company. So lots of reasons to get out of the house this month. January's usually not a great month. Everyone just kind of hangs out because they spend all their money in December.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to get out and find yourself at a brewery, I'll be at a couple of them this month.
I have a question.
Yeah, of course.
How am I supposed to know what noise comes out of what button?
It's kind of just a crapshoot. So what Mac has in her hand currently is the Anchorman quotes pocket. Is that what it's called? What does it say?
In your pocket.
In your pocket. So those are just quotes from Anchorman. Press a button and hold it up to the mic.
I don't know how to put this, but
Kind of a big deal.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Exactly. So I got that from the Anchorman film, obviously, when we were doing movie premieres in Vegas, and I've always just had it.
Oh, that's where that came from? That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it really doesn't do anything for you at your home. I always bring it to my place of work because people will find it.
Do they have a Friends version of that?
Probably.
Need to get one of them.
All right, guys. Currently like a minute left in this Stain song we're playing. Then got some commercials. Then we'll be back on the air after System of a Down on the other side of this commercial break. Got to pay the bills.
Elaine made a good point. She said, for me, if a guy is my size, I feel like I could kick their ass.
Oh, right. Like if you're looking like eye to eye, same height.
I'm definitely going to think that if you're shorter than me.
My wife, well, yeah, my wife and I are the same height.
Yeah.
We're both 6 feet, so.
And she said she's not even the tallest in her family.
No, her brother is 6'3", and her sister is like an inch taller than her. So, yeah, her brother is a massive dude. He's like 300, 6'3". He's a
Really?
big guy. Yeah, he's like a small offensive lineman. Like he's a guard.
It's a small offensive lineman.
He's just a big dude.
So who you got for Monday?
Who do I have? Oh, for the national championship game? I mean, currently Georgia's favored, according to MGM Bets. Georgia's favored at 2.5 points.
Oh, I heard 3.
Oh, is it up to 3 now?
I thought so.
It was 2.5 points as of Monday.
Okay.
I am very nervous for Georgia. I mean, I want Georgia to win, obviously.
Mhm.
It's been an incredible sports year for the state. I want it to keep going. The Braves have been incredible. The Hawks, they're okay. The Falcons, they don't completely suck, so I take that as a win. I want Georgia Bulldogs to win, but a little piece of me, I know that Alabama's going to win. And it sucks to say that, but like they kind of kicked Georgia's ass in that SEC championship game back a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
And I feel like the odds makers are like, for some reason, trying to get us pumped up about a Georgia team that already lost to this same Alabama team. So I don't know. I think they're just trying to get more money off this bet. But I don't know. I think Alabama wins, but I want Georgia to win, if that makes sense. You obviously,
I don't know. I'm a little nervous.
you're an Alabama fan.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little nervous.
Andrew goes, update, finger gun thing, not true. You're welcome. That's disgusting. But thank you for your service.
It's funny because on that episode of Friends, all the guys are like, they're all like looking.
Wait, do they smell it?
No, they're like
Oh.
looking at their.
Mm.
Do they smell it?
Yeah. After they did it?
No, they didn't do
Oh,
that.
okay.
Roll Tide. Thank you.
MK says they should give you a t-shirt cannon. Dude, I actually wanted to.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I wanted to officially buy a t-shirt cannon, like a real, like legit product t-shirt cannon, but They're aggressively expensive. They're like $600 to $800 to buy a
Ooh.
t-shirt cannon.
We'd have to go to a lot of live events
Yeah.
to make up for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different styles of t-shirt cannons as well. Like there's the canister, like kind of the paintball, like air pressure canister. Like that's the one I would want because I want something like handheld that I'll be able to move really easily. I don't want like the big potato gun type of, bazooka. The coolest one is what the Jacksonville Jaguars have. They actually have like a rotary gun. Like they actually like have a handle in the back where they spin it, and all these t-shirts, like 1,000 of them, fly out into the crowd. By far the coolest t-shirt gun I've ever seen.
So it's fun and a workout.
Yeah.
My 4-year-old nephew got a bazooka, or a bashuka, as he called it.
A bashuka?
Little bitty kid with this thing. It's a Fortnite bashuka.
Oh, okay.
But it's made by Nerf. And yeah.
How many times do you get hit by it?
None. So, and then Santa decides to buy a rival Nerf gun for my 4-year-old nephew.
Explain a rival Nerf gun.
It's made for ages 14 and up.
Oh.
I.e., it'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Oh.
He does not need to have that gun. I don't know what Santa was thinking if he's on the stream, but God.
Is Santa Mama Margaret?
Yes.
Okay.
She clearly didn't look at that part of the box. But my dad was the first one to shoot it. He said, "There's no way he's getting this gun." Yeah, and then you're going to be the first one he shoots with it.
Sean says it shoots the little balls, right? The rival gun? Or does it shoot the darts?
I think it's the darts. I think.
Andrew says I can make you all one, but gonna need DBC to sign something saying I am not reliable for mishaps. No, we can't do that. I would love to, though. Did you ever make a potato gun when you were young? Did you ever do that? I mean,
No.
you lived in the country.
I did.
You never made a.
We threw rocks.
You threw rocks. I got into a dirt ball fight when I was a kid. You ever got into a dirt fight with your friends?
No.
So they were building a new build home close to where I lived, and they're on the house. They didn't build the house yet. There was nothing. I think there may have been the foundation, but on each end of the property, there was these 2 huge hills of dirt they dug out for the home. So like 10 of us kids on each side would throw dirt, like snowballs, but dirt at each other. When we played, I literally got hit right in the eye. I had a black eye for like 2 weeks. But someone had an absolute Randy Johnson-like arm and whipped it from it was probably, I want to say it was probably like 30, 40 yards away. And it must have been one of those immaculate throws. I mean, just an absolutely sensational lollipop of a throw because it didn't come at me. It came from above, and it just whacked me right in the face. At that moment, I was out, and I literally walked home. I was done.
Were you crying?
I don't remember. Let's just say I was crying.
I don't remember.
I honestly don't remember. I cry so little, I honestly don't remember the last time I cried.
Yeah, crabapple wars. Oh.
Yeah, we went straight up dirtball fight.
Dirtball. So how did?
It's just you take, the dirt.
Like a clump of dirt?
Yeah, like a clump of dirt.
So how does it stay together?
It was Illinois. I know maybe it just rained or something. I don't remember.
Oh, so it'd be like mud balls.
Yeah, mud ballish fight. But I don't know. I don't know how dirt works. All right, guys, we're 3 minutes away from going back on the air. Second half of Chicks on Dudes coming up.
Who clearly didn't care? She did say that there were balls that came out of that rifle gun, not darts.
Wait, so it was little BB bullet balls
I
things?
think they were. It was made by Nerf. I think they were like Nerf balls.
One of my favorite toys growing up was one of those yellow plastic BBs. Was a shotgun that we got. It just felt badass because I think Terminator was out at that point. Once again, I was born in '82, old man, and used to be able to put a crap ton of these yellow BB balls in this plastic shotgun, cock it, and then like it would shoot out like 10 at a time. It was awesome.
Ow.
It was awesome. The coolest.
Ow.
They didn't hurt. I mean, like when they came out and shot you, it's not like they were painful or anything. Because they were plastic, like spongy little balls.
Speaking of paintball, have you ever been hit by a paintball gun?
Yes.
That does not feel good.
There's literally a video of me getting lit up for 5 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah, go to the Marshall and Friends YouTube page. Go to Torture Tuesdays, and it's I forget what exactly it's called, but it's in there. I get like 2 of my friends light me up for 5 straight seconds.
That's funny.
I looked like a cheetah the next day with all my bruises.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
Were they black and orange?
It was just kind of. It was brutal. Like
Yikes.
you don't know the pain, like the instant wave of pain from getting lit up by paintballs for 5 seconds. It was almost euphoric because it was pain all over my body as opposed to just like one general area. Because I sat there like just covering my boys, and like I just got lit up from head to toe.
As one would do.
Mm-hmm. Self-preservation, absolutely.
Who did you send this to? I used to date somebody who had a paintball gun, and then he would get with his friends, and they would go to a paintball type place.
Yeah.
Like, you know how there's axe throwing? There's paintball gun.
Yeah, there's multiple spots here in town. There's
Yeah,
Area
yeah,
51.
Yeah, I
think is what
don't
it's
think
called.
I would like to do that
Hoppers.
for fun.
It's cool. I mean, it's fun. But I mean, those guys are serious about paintball. The guys you go out and play with, I mean, those are the guys that have like they don't even pull a trigger. They just tap their gun and like 12 balls shoot out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have like pro gear. It's ridiculous.
But these guys were not pros. They were goobers.
Said it was an ex-boyfriend of yours?
Yes.
Yeah, big time goober. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. Mac in studio with me, and we are right in the middle of Chicks on Dudes. These are questions you may feel uncomfortable in asking the opposite sex, so feel free to ask us those questions, and we will talk about them live on the radio. We won't bring up your name. Actually, it's better if you just don't give us your name, but feel free to text us those questions at 1-800-394-1061, or you can email us at kmshow@rock1061.com. All right, Mac, we already did one question about height-challenged guys.
Yeah.
Let's get into question number 2.
Cool.
Hey, chicks, as a guy, I know we miss a lot of stuff with the chicks. So what are signals you give that go unnoticed by guys?
I think it's...
Like when a guy comes up and approaches you, he's probably trying to talk to you, trying to get to know you a little bit better, maybe
Right.
see if you're interested. What's something that you would like do that would give him the impression that you're not interested?
If I'm not interested, I'm probably going to take your compliment or, hey, it's nice to meet you too, and then probably turn.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at the back of my head.
Right.
That should be a sign.
Maybe
Not to keep tapping my shoulder and be like, hey.
maybe he's just thinking, she wants me to see her fanny. Check out-
that's not. I'm sitting down.
See, well, that's guys. That's guys for us. We're like, oh, okay. Oh, maybe she's just, this is the way, hard to get.
I think guys are more, pertinent to not take a hint.
All
than
right.
Girls are.
Because it's just the confidence thing, because we feel like we could probably talk to or get any chick. And I think
Sure.
that's just like a confidence level thing. Some of us have more of it than others.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, signals that probably go unnoticed by guys. Yeah, I mean, it's subtle hints that probably guys miss a lot of the time. And a lot of them aren't verbal. Yeah, it's the turning around. It's crossing their arms when talking to you.
Yep.
Rolling of the eyes, that type of things. But yeah, it's like when you're out there talking to the ladies, you got to be kind of vigilant in that process because you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. Also, might I just add, if you send her 3 text messages in a row and she doesn't respond, dude, quit texting her.
Is 3 the rule? Is that the
No,
magic
it's
number?
just like if it's 1, okay. If it's 2, probably need to back off for a little bit.
This happened to you recently?
It's happened all my life.
Well, maybe you're just not a good texter.
Well, okay.
Maybe you should just reply in only emojis. and they'll get the hint.
You know what? I've tried to respond back and just haha or LOL. But apparently or K, the infamous K.
You should just respond back with pictures with you with other guys.
Sure.
I think the message will be better perceived that way.
I think I'm going to end up blocking people.
You haven't already?
Mm-mm.
All right, let's get into our last question of Chicks on Dudes, guys. What's up, Marshall and Mac? I'm a 21-year-old guy, and I want to know why on Tinder, at least, why do girls so often raise the sides of their bikini bottoms with their hands? So, like, they're talking about the girls who are wearing, like, kind of like the string bikinis, and they're lifting their
like
strings
above their hip.
Yeah, towards their chest.
I think it's because, and I actually had to look this up because I don't really understand. I don't spend a lot of time on Tinder. I spend a week, and that's it. But I think they do it for the fact that it could make their legs look longer or their waist look smaller. I've actually tried to do it, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
I can just talk as a guy in this behalf, but usually I'm a chick. But right now, as a guy, it's just sexy. Just
sure.
Anytime you're showing me more of the sides, which I would usually not get, I'm into it.
Sure.
I will look at that every time. I'll be like, okay, tell me more.
Yeah.
Tell me more. Long legs are good, but yeah, if I could see more of the skin, it's always a sexy thing for a guy.
Sure. Just take the whole thing off, but I think you'll get kicked off Tinder.
Yeah, probably. Well, or you would get a lot of matches.
Go to OnlyFans.
Well, how much are you asking them per month? I've got an allowance. My wife only allows me to spend $8.99 a month.
Okay.
So.
All right.
What? You don't have that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, maybe one day if you get a boyfriend. All right, guys. That is Chicks on Dudes. Don't forget, you can always chime in with your questions by texting us 1-800-394-1061 or emailing us at kmshow@rock1061.com. Coming up next, we found this list from BuzzFeed. They have put together the top 10 a-hole moves of all times that jerks do. These are just 10 things that annoying people around you in life do. We'll go over that top 10 list here in just a few minutes. Right now, let's get to Seether. This is Wasteland on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. All right, guys, once again, thanks for hanging out with us this morning on the live stream. Chris says paintball is a lot of fun and really doesn't hurt if you're actually playing instead of just standing there taking it.
Standing there taking it. What's up?
I've played at Hoppers a couple times. So Hoppers is right on the 204. It's just past where I live, going towards the 95.
Okay.
But it's like back in the woods, and they have some really cool like obstacle. They have like 3 different courses back there.
Mm-hmm.
They have like a replication of like a Call of Duty game. They have a map on there with like buses and a tower. They actually recreated that, and it's back there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat. And it's like mostly cheapish. I think it's like $30 or $40 to play for a couple hours. So it's kind of neat. But yeah, I don't own a gun, but I own a mask. I got when I went and played like the first 2 times, obviously I'm a big guy and I sweat, my mask would literally fog up. And I would be like, this sucks. My wife bought me an anti-fog up mask.
Yeah.
So I have that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But you don't have a paintball gun.
I don't have a paintball gun.
Okay.
I just would always like rent the gun that was there. Nuketown. Yes, Sean.
That makes sense. Sean said respond with a cat beehole picture.
Yeah, send that or just
That'll do it.
You've got a picture with, I'm sure, a gentleman at some point. You just always just respond with that.
Ask Jake for a cat butthole picture.
Do you think Jake has just like a folder of cat buttholes?
He might.
Could be.
I would not put it past him.
It could be a weird thing that he's into. Actually, you're right.
Be a secret.
All right, guys. Once again, coming up here in just a few minutes, getting into the top 10 a-hole moves that jerks do. They're universally agreed upon a-hole moves. So we'll talk about that coming up here in just a bit.
Charles.
Charles says a-hole moves top 10, like leaving an award-winning morning show to go to an easy listening Austin station. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Actually, you kind of nailed it. That's actually number 7 on the list. I know it's not.
I apologize for yawning. I'm trying to not yawn. It's very early. I had 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, with the morning show, you have to learn how to make yourself go to bed, which is not easy to do. Over Christmas
Mm.
break, I would stay up till like my regular life before the morning show was I'd stay up till about 11 ish o'clock every on the weekdays, and then weekends I would stay up till at least midnight, probably later, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I like to party.
Sure.
I can't do that anymore at all.
Like stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's like that superpower was taken away from me.
Yeah.
I mean, like over Christmas break, I did it a couple times, but like I just am not able to stay up really past midnight anymore. And it's probably partly old man and partly my schedule, but it's sad. My wife likes to point it out.
I did a lot of sleeping over the Christmas break.
Yeah, you told me that. Like the majority of what you did was you watched movies and just slept.
Mm-hmm.
You really do need to get a hobby.
I nap. That's a hobby.
That's not a hobby.
It is. And it's a glorious one.
You should take. I mean, what hobby can we get you?
If it involves paying for something, I don't want it. If it involves me going from one place to another, I don't want it.
What if it's a hobby where you make money at home?
Sure.
What if you started knitting?
No.
Or what's it called when you those little circle things and you make designs? What is that called? Crocheting or something?
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like where it has like the little canvas and you put in like a circular wooden thing and then
It's
you
a needlepoint.
needlepoint. Why don't you start needlepoint, but do like dirty needlepoints and call them Max Dirty Needlepoints? And it's just like animals doing it.
Mama Margaret actually had a pretty good idea. Of course, she found it on TikTok. She stays on TikTok. I don't know. She found it creating designs and then using a third-party company to upload the designs, and that way they make the T-shirts or whatever, and people buy, like you get paid for it.
Right, yeah. So if you go to tpublic.com, same thing. All those are artist-driven designs.
Yeah.
Holly says, I paint by diamond. It's fun.
Interesting.
I
saw something about that.
You should, once again, I think dirty needle points should be your thing.
Sure.
You should have a niche, and maybe that's it.
A niche?
Yeah.
My niche cannot be napping?
No, you need to actually participate in this life.
I do participate.
When you have to frowny face and scream that, it's not true.
Like participating. I participate enough.
What's the adequate amount of participating?
Yeah. Someone answer that.
All right, guys. Coming up next, like I said, talking about a-hole moves. We're going to go 10 to 1 on this list. So we'll start off at number 10. I will do 10 through 6, then 5 through 1 on the second half. And that'll wrap up our live stream for the day. So Sean texted us or messaged us on the chat, said he sent a picture of what the bullets look like in that Nerf gun.
Yeah.
They look like golf balls. So that is what the rival.
Okay, yeah, that looks familiar.
Yeah.
He does not need that gun. 4 years old.
So my brother, he's a big Nerf ball or Nerf gun guy because he has a bunch of kids. So he bought all of his kids like these 10-shot like Nerf gun things. But he went and bought himself the $200 like Nerf ball cannon, and it has like a secondary gun, so like it'll shoot like large missiles, but also shoots like all of the balls on top. So like he'll go out there and play with his kids, and he'll wreck them. He'll absolutely wreck them, and they're shooting one bullet at a time, and he's shooting like 1,000 and a missile at them.
That'd be me.
I'm like, dude, you're a dick.
That'd be.
I'm like, they still like you? He's like, yeah, dude, it's awesome.
That would be me. Don't hit me, but I can hit you.
All right, guys, less than a minute going back on the air. Going over this top 10 list of BuzzFeed's universally agreed upon a-hole moves.
Hungry.
Don't talk to me about hungry. I've ate salad for 3 straight meals currently in 2022 during this week.
Well, I did not have dinner Sunday night. I did not have dinner Monday night. I had dinner last night. It was a cauliflower steak with green beans at Oak 36.
Cauliflower steak?
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
It was good.
I'd rather not eat.
It was just cauliflower.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show today with Mac joining us from the Midday Show on Bob 106.9. Mac, thanks for being my friend.
You's welcome.
All right. We live stream the show every single weekday from 7 until 9, so make sure to join us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends show, and don't forget there's tons of ways to listen to the show, including the app, our website, and you can listen to us on your in-home smart speaker. Now, Mac, I found this list from BuzzFeed where they kind of put together a list of annoying things that jerks do. I'm calling it the a-hole move list.
Sure.
So I thought we could go over the top 10 together and see if these should actually be on the top 10 of a-hole moves.
Okay.
All right. So coming in number 10, trying to push through and exit a plane before it's your turn. I think I agree. 100% an a-hole move. Now, the thing that really bothers me is the person that actually isn't really going anywhere. They just want to get off the plane. Like if they have to hit another connecting flight, like I get it. But there are people who just like literally will jump up the moment the plane stops. They'll grab their bag and then they'll like try to jump in front of like 4 or 5 people. That's just an a-hole move.
I agree.
Yeah. Number 9 on this list, trying to enter an elevator before others have exited.
That really is a move.
Yeah. That could be like elevator, like the subway, like trams on airports as well. Like same thing applies there.
Yeah.
Number 8, not replacing the toilet paper roll.
Holy crap, yes.
Yeah, so that happens.
Nothing like sitting on the toilet and not having toilet paper.
Nothing? Or a plunger, as we found out. Not replacing the toilet paper roll oddly happens a lot here at our radio station. Our boss, A-Dub, he has a lot of bowel movements. He has a condition where he has to use the restroom quite a bit. He must use half a roll of toilet paper every time he goes to the bathroom.
Has to.
And he has to because every time we go in there, there's like 3 like little squares left.
Yeah.
3 little sheets.
Yeah.
What is going on? Number 7 on the list, flipping through the pictures on someone else's phone when they wanted to show you one. Have you ever had anyone do this to you?
No. Every time I've told somebody to look at this picture, they seem uninterested. Every time.
Wow.
Every time.
Okay, you must have some great friends. And coming in at number 6 on this list of annoying things that jerks do, what we call the a-hole moves list, ditching frozen or refrigerated food on regular grocery store shelves.
I can see that.
You see this all the time. I used to work at a grocery store when I was real young. Before I even got into radio, I used to like stock the shelves and carry out groceries at this little IGA in Eureka, Illinois. And you'd find frozen peas like in the bread aisle. You would find like yogurts somehow got like at like the front, like in a cart at the front of the store, like half eaten. Like how does that even happen?
Yeah.
100% an a-hole move. So
I'll see that and then like my OCD kicks in. I don't even work there. It's like, that's not supposed to go there.
do you do anything to help?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll go over the top 5 a-hole moves that we found on this list from BuzzFeed coming up next here on the Marshall and Friends show. It's Rock 106.1. All right, guys, back here.
Funny.
I gave you guys some good TP. A-Dub shouldn't be burning through it like that. I think actually Cotter kept, the majority of it. Craig. Chris says baggage pickup at the airport, too. Why the F do people stand right next to the belt? Stand back and wait until you see your bag. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, too. I also hate that. Why does everyone in America have a black luggage bag? Did they literally not make any other colors?
What's wrong with black?
I mean, nothing's wrong with it, but why are there so many black luggage bags? Like, every single one, like, I would honestly, I wouldn't mind being the guy that owns, like, the bright pink luggage bag because at least I know which one is mine.
Don't.
Why not?
Don't do that.
I don't. I mean, I have like a camo green one. It's not camo. It's like just like a dark forest green kind of luggage bag. I did
like
that on purpose.
Army green.
Yeah, I did that on purpose because I didn't want a black bag because I'd never find it.
So you don't think anybody else has a Army green bag?
It's pretty rare when you're waiting for
That's
your.
when you put something like on the handle. That.
Yeah, like a lot of people like with will put like a red bandana on there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine has a blue and white scarf with tassels.
Gabe goes, damn that beard. Oh yeah, beard's getting ridiculous.
It's
Speaking of
quite fluffy.
Speaking of Dewey Dewdrop is on the chat right now. Chris says, I have a neon orange. Yeah, dude, seriously. That's the way to go. Living the life. Sean says, all right, folks, I must get to the road to attempt to make it to work on time. Everyone have fun and be safe in this ugly bitch of a day. It is an ugly bitch of a day here in Savannah. Cotter says, morning, Mac.
Morning, Cotter. I wonder how the weather is in Austin. Is it hot there?
It is quite hot. Yes.
Yeah.
Austin,
Does it stay?
Texas.
Does it? I don't know. I've never been.
Cotter, what's the weather like today? I'll tell you.
This is when we need those 3 bubbles that says that somebody's typing.
Yeah, Austin is. It's cold today. Apparently, nuts. I've been to Austin once, in Texas a couple times, and it's miserable hot most of the time.
That's not Cotter. He was hacked. It's Vic.
It is Vic Pines right now.
We were talking about how funny it would be if Cotter called you. I was like, dude, you will never guess what happened today. Vic was outside the station window.
So I still have been very kind, and Vic has requested Cotter's phone number from me, and I have not given Vic Cotter's number yet. Thinking about it. It's still something I'm highly considering. It depends on how much Cotter pisses me off. If Cotter pisses me off one day, I'm 100% giving out his phone number to Vic.
Oy.
And then he's going to be treated to so many emojis.
Happy New Year. He said, please no.
Cotter goes, got below freezing twice this weekend. Oof.
Oh. Yeah, I have some friends up in North Carolina. They were saying that it was snowing up there.
Yuck. Yeah, it was actually, I saw a video. It was snowing in Florida as well.
Really?
Yeah, in Osceola County, whatever that's called. Osceola? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, me. I nap.
Obviously, I'm not a Florida guy. I nap. Yes, you do.
I don't get out. I nap. What's wrong with this chair all of a sudden? Has it been wonky like this all morning? And I'm just not
I think
realizing
your third chin has really thrown it off. Cotter does love Vic. Don't let him tell you different. All right, guys, we're playing our last commercial right now. Got the Butthole Surfers, and then playing New Jack White.
Nice.
And then after that, our last break of the show, we'll go over the top 5 things from this BuzzFeed list that we found, the top 5 a-hole moves that one can do.
There's so many holes in that sentence. The Butthole Surfers.
Yeah, the Butthole Surfers.
Is that a real thing?
Have you never heard of the Butthole Surfers?
Uh-uh.
The Butthole Surfers are kind of a one-hit wonder with a song called Pepper. Here, I'll... You never heard that song before?
I have heard that.
Okay.
I didn't know that their name was Butthole Surfer. Mac, did you notice the trivia question I wrote especially for you last night?
She obviously didn't. No love, Cotter. She actually didn't remember your name.
What? That's not true. Let me think. That was a long time ago. Hold on a minute.
And as we talked about earlier from Chicks on Dudes, if you're under 5'8", you really don't exist. So,
Oh, Cotter.
sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big turnout for that question. That was horrible. Don't ever do that again.
So Cotter wrote moist and girthy. What was the question?
I don't remember.
No, what was the question? You remember?
I don't remember. I really don't.
Nah, come on.
But it was a multiple choice, and it was girthy something, the P word riot, and moist something.
Oh, okay, so it was probably a question about the band Pussy Riot.
Yes, the answer was that word riot.
Right. They were designated as like a terrorist or something of Russia.
So it was funny because we went over the correct answers, and as we do, and it's the screen trivia too. I've got it up on the screen above me, and I said the correct answer to this question is these 2 words right here on the screen. Somebody said, "Say the word." I said, "No, they're right there on the screen. You can read." That was horrible.
It's a great question. You should just send around next week with just that same question over and over.
Don't do that again. I was about to blame Jake.
As one does. It's
Should
pretty
have.
it's pretty easy to do. All right, guys, wrapping up Butthole Surfers right now. Get into brand new stuff from Jack White called Taking Me Back. He's actually going to be performing at the High Water Festival in North Charleston at the end of April. We gave away some tickets to that. We may give away some more. We'll figure that out. But after that, we come back on with the last break of the live stream.
That band has been around for like 40 years. Well, I'm 29.
Mm-hmm.
And they only had a one-hit wonder, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't think they really had any other songs now. Well, let me look. Haven't done this in a while. Here's Marshall Google something. Let's see. People also ask, are the Butthole Surfers still around? Although they were respected by their peers and attracted a devoted fan base, Butthole Surfers have had little commercial success until 1996's Electric Larryland. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, they've been active since 1981. That was a year before I was born. Good Lord.
That was.
You were negative like 10 at that point.
I wanted. What is it with everyone? I'm trying to do math on my own, and everybody wants to jump in and do it for me. I'm trying to learn. I am
math?
not Googling blue waffle. That is disgusting. Disgusting.
He's just giving you an option.
No.
How would I obtain the tickets I won? Trace, you're talking about I think you won WWE tickets, right? We're still waiting for them to come in. I'm going to reach out to all the winners once we have everything in.
That's probably the most annoying part.
What's that?
About giving away stuff is because people
getting people the tickets.
I mean, it's they don't understand that. Like, and I'll tell like the people that I talk to, I'll tell them we don't have the tickets currently, but when we do, we'll let you know. 2 weeks later, hey, where are my tickets? What? I just told you 2 weeks ago that I would let you know.
Yeah. Well, people get antsy. No, I completely get it. No, the thing is, like, a lot of people don't realize we give away tickets as soon as something's announced, and then it's like weeks and weeks and months sometimes until we actually see those tickets like come into our hands.
Right.
Whether they be digital or actually physical tickets. Charles says, what is Cobbler doing on the stream? Did he run out of Kenny G and Dan Fogelberg CDs to play on air? I don't know, man. I don't know what he's doing over there in Austin. I honestly thought when he told me he first got a job in Austin that he was just going to professionally ride bulls, because I didn't know there was any other profession to be had in the state of Texas. Trust me, the radio thing was a surprise.
Rodeo clown?
Yeah, pretty much. Do you think Cotter would be a good rodeo clown?
I do.
Yeah?
I do. I think he would be a great rodeo clown.
I mean, he's not really what I would call quick. He is a runner, though, so he would be good at, like, consistent.
He's short.
What does that have to do with anything?
I think a rodeo clown should be short. The midget ones?
A radio clown? Rodeo clown.
Rodeo clown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they should be short. They're the funniest ones.
Well, he would be able to hide into a barrel very easily because he is so short.
Yep.
He would fit into a barrel very easily.
Yeah, so if radio doesn't work out, he could go to rodeo.
Dude,
and
you
be
could
a rodeo clown.
You could be a rodeo clown. That would be sick. Keep that in mind, Cotter, if radio doesn't work out for you. All right, guys, 2 minutes. We're back on the air. We'll go over the second half of this list. I don't think Butthole Surfers had really any other song than Pepper. I think that was like the one big song for them. I don't see anything else on here.
Wait, aren't you in radio? No, I'm in rodeo.
Yeah.
I need a nap.
Yes, you do. I can tell. All right. Like I said, coming up here, top 5 a-hole moves that jerks do.
Hey, there's some fake money back there.
Cotter says, with the cost of housing in Austin, I might have to move into a barrel. Okay. I saw some Jack Daniels barrels being sold on Facebook Marketplace here locally.
Nice.
I could buy you a couple and have them shipped over. Just let me know. Build you a barrel house.
And it serves as a wardrobe and a house.
The barrels?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You paint them. and have a different colored barrel every day.
Yeah, depending on how you feel.
Yeah.
All right, Connor, have a good one, man.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, we're less than a minute away. Dropping in the top 5 list here. Tomorrow on the show, once again, we're going to have Stacey Scott from Hot 98.3 as my friend in studio. Friday, I don't know who I'm going to have. I'll figure that out.
Oh, okay. Little person, Mac. Midget is not the acceptable term. Is that a bad word?
I don't know. They change it up so often, I don't remember. My left leg fell asleep.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you gotta stomp a lot. Mine did that at the movie theaters the other day. Oh, by the way, American Underdog. Yeah, I'd probably wait until after theaters to watch it, but it's very good. Talks about Kurt Warner.
But yeah, it's his life story. We'll be right back. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friend Show today with special friend in studio, Mac from Bob 106.9. Mac, thanks for being my friend.
Welcome.
All right, guys, got one more story here to break into on the live stream. And don't forget, we do live stream the show every single day from 7 until 9. All right, so we've talked about the moves that one can make that would be perceived as an a-hole move. These are moves that jerks do, and BuzzFeed has compiled a list. Now, we just went through 10 through 1, like pushing your way through an airplane before it's your turn, trying to enter an elevator before others have exited, not replacing the toilet paper roll, flipping through someone's pictures on someone else's phone when they want to show you one, and, of course, dishing frozen or refrigerated food on regular grocery store shelves. So that was 10 through 6. Let's go with the top 5 now. Coming in number 5 with these universally agreed upon a-hole moves, taking up 2 or more parking spaces by parking outside of the lines. I absolutely hate this move.
It's very aggravating.
It is. Oh, man. I mean, like, if you're going to do that, just park at the back of the parking lot. Like, because you obviously have a very cool car.
Sure.
And you don't want anyone to park close to you. Just park at the back of the parking lot. Don't park up close and be that guy that's parked way too close to the line or trying to take up those 2 spots. I don't like it.
What's even more annoying is if it's not a very nice car. If it's just an ordinary car and you're taking up more than 1 spot, you are a jerk.
Coming up, number 4 on this list, making it impossibly hard to cancel subscriptions. I really hate this, especially just when it comes to emails. Like finding that unsubscribe button at the bottom. They like to hide it.
It's so small.
They like to hide it, or sometimes they'll like call it something else. It'll be like cancel email or something. Like, I hate that. And I don't know how I even got subscribed to your stupid emails anyway. Like, I don't know what list this company bought, but I hate you.
I find myself wondering that majority of the time.
All right, coming up, number 3 on this list, passing somebody on the road only to go slower than they were going. That 100%. I saw that multiple times over the weekend. I took a small trip down to Jacksonville. Number 2 on the list, eating food that isn't yours and is even marked with someone else's name. Now, when you're married, look, you sign into the policy where your wife or husband has to eat at least 1 bite of whatever meal you have ordered. No. I just learned that. That is a rule. You'll find out one day that is a rule when it comes to being married. At least 1 bite of whatever meal you have ordered is the other person's. But yeah, we had a guy here at the radio station. He no longer works here. He ate like 3 frozen burritos while working for a weekend shift. And the person who owned those burritos came in on Monday thinking they were going to have lunch. They did not, because 3. I was like, and we found out who it was. And I'm like, dude, why didn't you just have 1? You ate all 3? He's like, I was just really hungry, man. Like, you are a jerk.
Wait, does this person still work here?
No, they don't. No, they don't. All right. And coming in number 1 on this list of universally agreed upon a-hole moves, blocking someone else's driveway.
I've never had to have this issue because I lived out in the boonies. So, but
it is terrible. I had it happen to me a couple times when I lived in Las Vegas, but it was temporary. It was like a landscaping guy or something, and he thought I wasn't going to be home in the middle of the day, but it is quite annoying because you don't know what to do. You park down the street maybe and just wait, or you can actually get out of your car and tell them to move if you can see the person.
Yeah.
100%, that is one of the most annoying things, because if it's your driveway, yeah, absolutely, you're claiming ownership. It is, you want to slap the living, out of this person.
I can see it.
But that is the top 10 list of a-hole moves according to BuzzFeed. Mac, thanks so much for joining us here on the live stream. You'll be back, I think, next week, hopefully. But coming up here at top of the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about the EnMarket Golden Ticket. Also, we'll get into some Marshall's music news. That's all coming up next on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. Hold on a sec. I got to do something. There we go. Sorry, we were running a little late that hour.
What did you do?
I don't know. I just ran oddly aggressively late that hour, and I had no idea. I didn't think we didn't show that we were. All right, guys, that's it for the live stream today. Thank you so much for hanging around. We do appreciate it. Coming up tomorrow on the show, our friend Stacy Scott from Hot 98.3 is going to be joining us in studio. Friday, I don't know who's going to be here, but tomorrow we'll have more chances for you to win Savannah Hockey Classic tickets. What else are we doing? Marshall's Music News. And some other stuff. We'll figure it out. Yeah. All right. You guys have a great rest of your day. Mac, I'm going to ask you to end the stream because you have the controller thing.